Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate raspberry, and it's going to be 40 degrees. It's not raining, and I was out checking out my yard yesterday, and oh, it's a mess. But next week it's supposed to be warmer, so I'm going to start cleaning that up a little bit. I have certain areas of it that I need to clean up, because comes early spring, the association people come and do a walkabout. We call them the association Gestapo because if your yard isn't looking good, they send you a nastygram. So I want to get ahead of the game and at least make it look decent. I'm not going to be doing any big moving around, but there's certain things that got really blown around from all the wind. So that needs to be cleaned up. My greenhouses were blown over. The one was totally mangled. But this happened a little bit ago. And then it snowed and it's kind of a mess. So I need to get out there. But not until it warms up. So at this rate, it's going to take me a year to get my house the way I want it. I spent a lot of time on the boat when I was dating Tom, and now I have more time to get my things done. So that's a good thing. So anyway, let me give this coffee a try. I'm sure it's just as good as it was before, but I want to have that morning sip. Cheers. Yes, delicious. So my little cubby things came yesterday, and I started folding up my pants and putting them in the little bins I got from Dollar Tree. They only had 3 of them. I need more than 3, so at some point in time I need to go check the other Dollar Tree and see if they have more of them, because I think the little cubby bins are going to be just the perfect size, and I can just fit all my pants in there when they're folded up, and I can see all my pants, which was a problem with the way I had the closet for years now. So I'll be happy to get that done, and then I need to do some cleaning, and then I need to move on to another area, because I would like to get my rooms up there set up and done. I have 2 more rooms up there to go before it warms up, because then the garden takes up a lot of my time. So, and I do have to get a room ready for my mom. Not to live here, but she wants to come and stay with me for a day or 2 every now and then. And I think it's going to have to be in my plant room, which is a total disaster. So that's going to be next on the list, and one thing at a time. I try not to get overwhelmed. I have little conversations with myself about not becoming overwhelmed. I know that's easy to do, but you just have to take a breath, step back, and make a plan. All right, right now my plan is to look at my budget book and to drink my coffee. So I'll be back in a little bit. Good morning, cheers. I haven't looked at my budget book yet. I'm trying to figure out what to make for dinner. I'm thinking some sort of a little soup. I have a couple things in the fridge that I want to use up, but we'll see. So I just wanted to briefly talk about my no-low spend, because this is going to be going on all year. So for me, I want to get as many no spend days in there as I can. But as far as the low spend, I have a lot of projects that I want to get done this year, along with the no low spend. Now, they aren't anything like reconstruction or anything like that, but like my closet, for instance. I wanted to get that organized. Most of what I want to do is decluttering and organizing. But sometimes that requires you to spend money. I tried the boxes, just regular old boxes in the closet that I had hanging around, but that didn't really work. So I ended up buying the cubbies, which were very inexpensive, and I hope they hold up. And the bins from Dollar Tree, which were also very inexpensive. So sometimes during a low spend, for me, I have to spend a little bit of money, which is okay. It's just my no low spend. The main focus of that is to keep a handle on my spending, not to buy a lot of things that I don't need. But on the other hand, if I were to block off big blocks of time of no spend, my projects would come to a screaming halt, because I would have to say, oh, I can't buy this bin, or I can't get that because I'm on a no spend this week. And I don't want that to happen. I just want to get it done in a reasonable time with a reasonable amount of money. So that's the focus on my no low spend this year. Now, I actually started this low spend last year. I didn't really write it down or focus on it like I am this year. And honestly, the economy, which absolutely is terrible, doesn't have as much to do with it as my own personal putting the brakes on spending. Because, you know, as you get older, you have what you need most of the time. And at least I do, and hopefully you do too, that your needs are met. But, so anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my focus and my particular no spend, low spend, and what my goals are for the year. So I do want to continue to track what I'm spending, and I feel like it does help. Now, yesterday, for instance, when I went to the Dollar Tree, there were certain things that I was running low on, and so I picked them up. I mean, they had them there, and I didn't go over the top. Most of what I bought, I needed either now or I needed shortly coming up in the future. So, and I will continue if there's good bargains, if I see a flash food deal that has food that I use and at a good price, I will continue to buy it. And that's another thing, that big blocks of no spend for me wouldn't work, because I would miss out on those deals, which I don't want to do. Because to me, saving money is buying things on sale or buying things on markdown that are still useful to me. So that's why I do things the way I do with my no low spend. Now, in the past, I've done no spends where I haven't bought things for very long periods of time, but I found that that really wasn't something I could maintain long term. But I do feel that I can maintain this long term, doing the interspersed no spend days with low spend days. So anyway, In this cookbook that I bought that I really didn't need, but it was a good deal, and it's actually vegan and vegetarian, they have a chicken seasoning that, of course not chicken, that I want to make. So I do want to start making some seasoning mixes that'll make my cooking a little more streamlined. And my cooking I've sort of put on the back burner a little bit. Not that I'm not going to do that anymore, because of course I'm still cooking down my refrigerator and freezer. But right now I'm kind of focused on decluttering and organizing, and so I want to keep my meals very simple, and I also want to use up things from my freezer that are quick and easy. So I'm not doing any complicated recipes right now because of that. So I want to use up my food that I need to use up, but I still do want to cook, but I want to make some room in my freezer by eating up what I already have in there. So I don't want it to get too old. Because I still have the freezer at my mom's house. Now I have been bringing things home from there every now and then when I go visit her. I'll bring a few things home, but there's still quite a bit of food in there to eat up. So my goal is to have my kitchen freezer and have it be organized and reasonable, so that I can just pull things out of there and not have to go digging and things falling out on the floor. I'm trying to avoid that. And then my little tiny garage freezer, which is 5 cubic feet, I want to also, keep that neat and tidy. So I really miss my my old freezer. It was a 13 cubic foot, but it was an upright. The upright freezers are way more expensive. I really didn't need one that big. It wasn't a big freezer, but it was so much easier to see what's in there and to get your food out. So eventually, when I get all my bills paid and my credit card paid off, I probably will buy another little upright freezer. But they run between $300 and $400. So that's why I got this little one. It was like $150, somewhere around there. It was cheap, and it's, serving the purpose right now. So I'll probably just, well, that's down the road. I'm not doing that now. So anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my goals, my no spend, low spend, and what are you guys doing? Are you on a no spend, low spend? Are you just business as usual and just putting up with the inflation, just spending more? Or are you watching your budget? Let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing and how you're doing it, because it's nice to share and get ideas from each other. So okay, I'm going to look for a soup recipe, get some ideas, look in my fridge, see what I can put in there. I still have a couple sweet potatoes. I have the squash that I have. I'm really kind of tired of sweet potatoes and squash, so I'll be glad when that's all eaten up. But I still have plenty of other things. So okay, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to look at my budget book, and I'll be back. Okay, time to do the budget. So, yep, yesterday was not a no-spend day. I needed some things, so I went to the store and I got what I needed. And If you missed yesterday's video, I did a very small Dollar Tree haul. I'm hoping to stay home today and not spend any money and get back on track. So I think I have everything I need. I do have to get a couple more little containers from Dollar Tree, but that's not urgent, so I'll either do that tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. Anyway, that's my day for today. I get a big red X, but that's okay. All right, I'll be back. Well, dinner tonight is soup. I had frozen soup. It was enough for 2 meals, so this is half the soup. And I also had a little bit of zucchini and summer squash left that I had cooked up. So I cut that up, put that in here, and put some cheese in there. And then I had the ends of a sourdough and some cheese from Aldi's and some chamomile tea. So cooking up and using up what I have in the refrigerator and freezer, and trying to save some money. All right, I will be back in a little bit. Okay, well, my daughter just dropped off a bag of goodies. She said she had some food that she didn't want. Did I want it? So, of course, I did. Oh, my head's cut off. Let's try this. Oh, this was poor planning on my part. Well, okay, that's a little better. All right, well, let's see what's in this goodie bag. It's heavy. Well, there's like a little bit of cashews, my favorite nuts. Got those. Looks like mostly baking stuff. White chocolate morsels for cookies. Oh, I see what this was. This was stuff we used at Christmas time that we didn't use the whole thing. So that's what this is. Oh my goodness. A whole bag of mustard and ketchup and mayo. I'll use those up. A whole bag. Well, not a whole bag, but... So I'll use those, because why not? Almonds. They look more like macadamia nuts. I'm thinking they're macadamia nuts. Did you know macadamia nuts are very toxic to dogs? I'm sure you did, but don't feed your dogs macadamia nuts. Almond paste, that's delicious in cookies. A whole bag of light brown sugar. Marzipan, or marzipan. That's like almond paste too. Another white chocolate chunk thing, and 2 bags of sugar. So, okay. I know some of this stuff I had taken over around Christmas time, and we ended up not baking a lot of cookies, so. Anyway, I'll use it. I'll put it in the stash. And free food is always good. So, all right, my friends. That's all I have for you today. I'm going to go relax watch a little YouTube, a little TV, and that's it. All right, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.